So hi everyone, I'm Hong Kang, and this is Kei, this is Hao Chang, and this is Sophie. Today we're going to talk about determinants of delinquency. The scene from the movie Confessions of a Shopaholic may be considered as unreal or dramatic, but this is pretty much real. There's many people have issues with their shopping habits or misuse their credit cards. So this leads to not only delinquency, but also causes issues for banks. We can see from the first graph, there's the net loss rate and delinquency rate are highly correlated. Although the delinquency rate has declined since the last recession, the net loss rate started to increase since the beginning of 2018. Also, there is a large credit card debt outstanding, and banks are usually the victims from delinquency, and this is especially for small banks. Thus, it's very important for us to know the determinants of delinquency, and we'll start our analysis from data description and model selection procedure.
After getting rid of the missing variables, we decided to divide our data set into a training set and test set, and we will use the training set for later model selection. During the model selection, there are many variables and possibilities that we need to consider. For example, we decided to classify our variables with huge range into different groups. And we also take care about interaction effects and marginal effects. And after that, we have like a bundle of models in our hand, and we're trying to select the one with the most predict power. How do we do that? We use both fundamental methodologies and the quantitative methodologies. For the fundamental parts, we are going to read different financial literatures, and we are trying to get a general descriptions of our variables. And from the quantitative analysis, we run different models and compare the statistics between different models. And after that, we get our final models.
Based on our regression model, so the main determinants of delinquencies are debit ratio, age, monthly income, past due indicator, and debit to limit ratio. And the debt to limit ratio has the most impact on the likelihood of delinquency. Based on other financial literature, we should expect the likelihood of delinquency should go up with the debt ratio goes up. However, it doesn't work in this case. We think the reason might be the debt ratio has a strong interaction with debt to limit ratio. And we also categorize some key predictive factors into several subgroups to show to highlight their impacts. For the debt to limit ratio, we divided it into six levels, and the block in the debt to limit ratio line shows the change of the probability of the delinquency when we increase one level of the debt to limit ratio. And by using the same methodology, we have the result like this. And the OLS model allows us to interpret our result easily, but it may not be a good model to predict the likelihood of delinquency.
So the logistic model is much more suited for the predictive analytics, and the summary regression statistics are also very similar to that of the OLS. However, the model gives the probability of someone being a delinquent, which we're looking for is a binary indicator of someone being a delinquent or not. And so we have to find a optimal threshold using ROC, which kind of determines the point at which we decide someone is delinquent or not. And in this case, we have 0.06. As you can see on the graph there, it maximizes the true true positive rate and minimizes the false positive rate. And with that, we can find the confusion matrix. The red indicates all the ones predicted right, and the gray, the wrong ones. So we're interested in the sensitivity rate of the model, which is basically for all those who are actually delinquent, does the model predict them to be the delinquent? And the rate is 75%, and the overall accuracy of the model is 74%. So with these two rates, we kind of indicates that our model has good predictive power for delinquency. Thank you very much.